my fellow Delawareans. On January 2020, the word coronavirus meant nothing to most of us. We were looking forward to a bright year ahead. Our plans did not include a global pandemic, I can tell you that.
100 National Guard troops will be deployed to assist healthcare workers.
2 years into the pandemic, and it almost feels like deja vu. Hospitals in Delaware are once again strained and stretched thin. This prompting Governor John Carney to deploy 100 National Guard soldiers that are being trained as certified nursing assistants to hospitals in need.
They're literally cracking open the textbooks and starting at Chapter 1, Intro to Nursing Care. The Guardsmen are under a lot of pressure to help the medical world survive the COVID surge. The Delaware Guard has helped with COVID testing sites. Many of us got our vaccinations and boosters with Delaware's COVID case numbers and hospitalizations way up and a state of emergency in place. They are needed now more than ever. The medical world is strained right now, and staffing is a problem that gets worse as the pandemic rolls on. These students in their camouflage uniforms never thought they'd be training to be nursing assistants. That's just what the Guard does. State has a problem, they help fix it.
That doesn't change the fact that we're all soldiers, and at the end of the day, we have to help.
My family's proud of me for stepping up, doing this task. They're happy that I'm here, helping out my country and helping out the people that need help.
The people who do this job they have some of the biggest hearts I've seen. I feel like this is the reason why I joined the National Guard. I feel like this is the selfless service aspect of being a soldier, and I'm definitely fulfilling that duty.
Your 2021 SPP Partnership of the Year is Delaware and their partner Trinidad and Tobago.
Would not have been successful without a strong and meaningful foundation built upon trust, mutual respect, and professionalism. The State Partnership Program is a partnership of partners, and through nearly 2 decades of engagement, we've developed a mutual commitment to our friends in the Caribbean, understanding that our success is linked to each other. You know, the national motto of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is "Together we aspire, together we achieve." And I believe that this spirit of mutual cooperation and continual investment in time and talent continues to pay important dividends now and into the future.
The Delaware Air National Guard is receiving $17.5 million in federal funding to replace the current Air National Guard fuel cell and corrosion control hangar. The ability to fully enclose the C-130 aircraft, insulation, and an adequate lighting system.
The continued dedication and the professionalism of the members of the 166th Airlift Wing, along with the support of our state and national leaders, with the funding of the new fuel cell hangar, have solidified our position in the C-130 community. We are now postured to not only continue operations of our current aircraft, but also to accept any potential flying missions long into the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Command Sergeant Major of the Delaware Army National Guard, Kimberly Hines Fairfax.
We know that the foxhole for the Delaware National Guard was dug in 1636. That's when it started. And each enlisted leader from that point has been charged with improving what his or her predecessor established. I'm excited about taking on this enormous task and vow to care for each soldier and officer in the ranks.
This latest ship to carry the USS Delaware is part of a long tradition of serving our nation proudly and strengthening our nation's security of the United States of America. Not just us, but our allies and partners around the world as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the crew of USS Delaware salute you. We are proud to serve in America's Navy. We would like to thank the Delaware Air National Guard 166th Airlift Squadron for their support today.
Original orders from March of 1962 that created not just the Airmed flight, but also the group as a whole. The radical difference from 60 years ago when the task was just to train, to today when it's an operational mission. They're out there all the time. Every hurricane, every earthquake, every conflict, they're involved. It's not your granddad's air guard anymore.
I've been there 20 plus years, and obviously equipment's more modernized, aircraft are more modernized, but the common denominator, what it comes down to, is the people of the squadron to keep it going, and their selflessness, their sacrifices, and their motivation and willingness to go out there and do the mission. That's what's kept the longevity of the squadron going.
Colonel Duncan is remembered as someone who served his family, community, and country. When I read about the qualities that Colonel Duncan possessed, it's a humbling thought to know that my unit and wing leadership see those same attributes in me as a civilian and airman.
As a leader, I want to impart my knowledge to soldiers who endeavor to improve themselves. I want to be remembered as an NCO who went above and beyond, always giving of my time and energy. Someone who puts in the effort, someone who puts their soldiers and the mission first.
We begin with the chaos in Afghanistan as U.S. troops head back into the country.
They had told us that we had about 5 minutes to get dressed and get downstairs because there was bombing at Kabul, and we were getting added onto that. It was kind of all hands on deck for making sure that people, made it through the flight. So receiving the Distinguished Flying Cross, it's an incredible honor, obviously. It's nice to be recognized with the whole crew as a single unit. And I'm just proud that we got it done. We had the people there who came to us with injuries and they made it to where they needed to go.
The family program team that we have within our organization is the best in the country. We know that, been living that fortune for years and years. In fact, our family programs is the model every day at the national level.
Just to be a part of the Delaware National Guard is a privilege.
It's definitely an incredible experience. You'll never meet people like you do in the Guard. You'll have friends for life.
This is an actual reasons why we do this training and why we put this uniform on and join this fight.
And it was a lot of fun, so we got to have fun too.
You'll get to see and do things that nobody else will do.
Just push myself to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday.
The camaraderie we have with each other, we just do everything together, so we're like a family.
Now that we all take care of each other, help each other, do anything that we can for one another, morale is the highest it's ever been.
Less than 1/2 of 1% of our population raise their right hand and take that oath. And you're looking at who have chosen that path.
Anybody can step up to give back to their communities, but not everyone has the courage and commitment to serve in the way you all have chosen. I know that you will all do great things and make us proud. On behalf of all Delawareans, we're grateful for everything you've done. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.